Welcome to an unfolding story about meditation, a journey toward calm, clarity, and connection. Today you will walk with Anaya, a woman searching for peace, and meet the people and stories that shape her path. Anaya lived in a city that never seemed to pause, a blur of rushing crowds, honking cars, endless notifications lighting up her phone. By day, she wore a determined smile, powering through deadlines, meetings, and seemingly endless tasks. But by night, her mind refused to rest. It spun tales of worry and regret, fear and what-ifs, circling endlessly like restless moths around a flame. Exhaustion weighed down her body, yet her thoughts raced on. She felt disconnected, not just from others, but from herself. Some days she wondered if peace was a luxury she would never afford. One rainy afternoon, seeking shelter from the storm outside, Anaya ducked into a quiet, old bookstore. The smell of ancient paper and whispering pages offered a sanctuary she didn't know she needed. As she wandered the aisles, she nearly collided with Ravi, her college friend, who now carried an aura of calm confidence. "How have you been, truly?" Ravi asked, his eyes full of gentle concern. Anaya confessed her fatigue and inner turmoil. Ravi nodded knowingly and spoke of meditation, a practice that had helped him navigate his own storms. "It's not about shutting down your mind," he said with a smile, "but about learning to watch the river of your thoughts without getting swept away." Curious and yearning for change, Anaya agreed to meet him the next day to start meditating together. That evening, Anaya prepared a small space in her apartment, soft cushions, a flickering candle, silence as a gift. She sat on the floor, cross-legged but tense, and closed her eyes. At first, the floodgates opened, surging thoughts of unfinished work, family worries, fears of failure, and flashes of shame. She tried to focus on her breath, but it felt like trying to catch smoke with her hands. Frustrated tears appeared unbidden. Just then, her phone buzzed, a message from Ravi with a story he hoped would inspire her perseverance. Ravi's story: The Monk and the Restless Bird. In a remote mountain village many centuries ago lived a young monk known for his stillness and quiet wisdom. One crisp morning, during his walk through the forest, he found a small bird trapped in a bamboo cage, its wings beating frantically. The villagers nearby urged the monk to free the bird immediately, fearing it would die otherwise. But the monk smiled gently and said, "True freedom is not given. It must be chosen freely." He sat quietly beside the cage day after day, breathing slowly and deeply, embodying the calm the bird had never known. Time passed, hours melting into silence, sunlight moving across the leaves. The bird's frantic flaps began to slow as it watched the monk's serene presence. The monk's steady breath became a river of calm, soothing the storm within the bird's heart. After days of patient waiting, the monk carefully opened the cage door, but did not reach to grab the bird. The bird hesitated, then, sensing safety and calm, stepped onto the open door and finally took flight, soaring above the trees with newfound grace. The monks whispered, "Freedom blooms in the soil of stillness and trust, never force." Anaya read Ravi's message and felt a slow, tender peace blossom inside her, like a seed cracking open beneath winter's thaw. She understood now. Meditation was not about doing it right or silencing her thoughts. It was becoming the monk beside the restless bird, a calm witness to her own mental flutterings. Anaya gave herself compassion and time. Each day, no matter how chaotic, she returned to her breath with growing patience and tenderness. Weeks later, Anaya found herself surrounded by warmth and acceptance in a meditation circle where she met Maya and Leela. Maya, a school teacher with gentle eyes, shared her journey from debilitating anxiety to a life where joy could breathe again. Leela, a radiant artist, spoke of how mindfulness ignited sparks of creativity she never knew she had. Their shared laughter, challenges, and breakthroughs knit a fabric of belonging for Anaya, a reminder she was never alone on this path. Anaya's life shifted in subtle, beautiful ways. Sleep cradled her more deeply, dreams no longer storms, but waves that carried peace. Anxiety lost its grip, replaced by a quiet courage to meet each moment. She listened more deeply, spoke more kindly, and embraced life's imperfections with grace. Work challenges transformed from overwhelming mountains to manageable hills. She had found a sanctuary inside herself, a place open to calm despite life's turmoil. Science now confirms what Anaya experienced. Meditation lowers cortisol, the stress hormone. It strengthens areas of the brain responsible for focus, empathy, and emotional regulation. Physical health improves alongside mental calm. Blood pressure lowers, sleep deepens, immunity strengthens. Meditation's benefits are not reserved for the few, but available to all who take the first step. If your heart feels heavy, your thoughts relentless, know that peace is not far away. You don't have to silence your mind or escape life's challenges. Meditation invites you to return again and again to your breath, to become the still river beside your restless inner bird. Thank you for joining Anaya's story. May it inspire your own journey to presence and peace. If this story touched your heart, please like, subscribe, and share your meditation experiences below. May your days be filled with calm, clarity, and connection. Let us go into meditation. 5 minutes together. Begin by finding a comfortable position. You can sit or lie down. Just make sure your body is supported and at ease. Close your eyes or gently lower your gaze. Bring your attention to your breath. No need to change it, just notice it. The rise and fall of your chest. The air entering cool and leaving warm. With each inhale, invite in calm. With each exhale, release what no longer serves you. Let your thoughts come and go, like birds fluttering in the sky. You do not need to chase them. You are the stillness beneath them. You are the river, calm and unshaken. If your mind wanders, gently return to your breath. This is the practice. This is the invitation, again and again, to be here. Let us sit in this quiet together now. Inhale, exhale. When you're ready, begin to bring your awareness back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Take one more deep breath. And gently open your eyes.